Hi, my name is Suman. Welcome to Code and Play. Today, um, we are going to see a very interesting video. The video is about a game that I am planning to make. Okay, if you remember, almost like last year, I made a series called Code Venture. In that, I showed you a lot of things about Java and how do we make games in Java, features in Java, and all that. Okay, so this one, this is also I'm going to make a series, and I'm thinking of making this game completely in Unity. Okay, I have already showed you a lot of prototypes. I have already showed you a lot of games that I have made in Java and prototypes, but this time I'm going to show you how we can turn those things, how we use the knowledge from those prototypes and turn it into a game directly using Unity. Okay, and the game I'm going to make here is actually inspired from a website. When I was in my college, I used to like browse a lot of websites. If you remember, we had Yahoo Messenger in 2009 or 10. Those people who are old enough, you might remember Yahoo Messenger. So in those era, we were not having any groups like Facebook or WhatsApp or Discord or anything. Yeah, Facebook was growing up, but it was not so popular back then. We had chat rooms, we had Yahoo Messengers, we had Reddit, we had yeah, a lot of chat rooms around the world. So back then there were many websites that were like providing these chat rooms. One such website was Celufun. This is the website name that I used to visit a lot. It is a chat room website. You can chat with people. You can like just have fun, just like what you do in Facebook and Discord nowadays. Okay, so in this website there are also small games, and these are community games. Community games basically means you can't play the game alone. You have to like add more people, ask your friends, help your friends, or ask them help. A lot of things like that. There are many games in this website. This website nowadays is not so active, but I used to play these games in this website. A lot of games in this website, but one such game that inspired me a lot later in my life to look into game development and programming and things like that. Okay, that game is called Mobile Wars, or MobWars for short. And what I want to do is I just want to recreate it, or you can say I just want to like make that into a mobile game. This was in the website. This is not a mobile game. This is a website. I just want to make uh, not the exact copy, but take inspiration from this game and create my own something on my own. Okay, so this is where the inspiration for this game comes from. Now, what is this game actually about? Mobile Wars or Mob Wars was actually about um, maintaining and recruiting people, maintaining your gang. It's like a just like a fun online concept, right? You are like a part of a gang. You have lots of friends. You ask them to help you. They help in missions. You fight other people who have gangs. You if you win, you also get money. If they win, they get money, like that. So it's like a fun game. Okay, you have chat rooms there, so you can also chat in that game. So I can't do all of those things. I will try to do some things, but in a different way. I will add some different concepts here and there, and my concept is this. Okay, throughout the series I'm going to develop this game, and I'm going to show you each and every step. maybe this is not the optimized way of doing the game, but I mean, I have like made 1 or 2 games in Unity, but I'm not that well versed in Unity, so I'm learning. I'm still learning, and whatever I have learned, I'm going to show it to you. If you have any problems or if you have anything to say, you can comment down below. Okay, so let's continue with the concept. Mob Wars. My concept of Mob Wars is this: every player will have a gang. The gang is usually NPCs. You can recruit NPCs, and these NPCs will have stats. Okay, including the player, they also have stats. So combinedly, you will be the leader of your gang, of course. So combinedly, your stats and the gang stats will be calculated. I'm thinking of making a simple game where you just add these 2 stats. For example, you have damage 5, defense like 3, and health is like how much? 100. Okay, let's give it here like this. So you have defense 5, sorry, damage 5, defense 3, and health 100. And in the gang, the total stats maybe will be damage like 20, defense is like 10, and health is like 300. So final stats will be 25, 13, and 400. This is how I am thinking. But maybe in the future I will change this formula. Maybe I'll add some averages. I will also calculate crit damage. I will also add a lot of things into this concept. Okay, this is just a rough concept, this rough sketch. I'm just thinking off the head and I'm writing everything. So the gang will have NPCs. NPCs will have stats. The stats are like this. Simple. Next, you can also recruit NPCs. Okay, you will start with at least 3 or 5 members, but as the game progresses, as you level up, you can recruit more NPCs. And how do you level up? This is the concept. The way of this game, the leveling of this game is very interesting. You don't level up. You capture territories. You capture, let's call them city nodes. Territories or city nodes. Okay, I'm just calling them city nodes because one city will have 3 nodes. There will be level 1 node, which is easy to capture, level 2 node, little bit harder, and level 3 node is the ultimate hardest difficulty. So these 3 levels can be captured in a city, and then once you capture the entire 3 nodes, you can have full monopoly on the city. Like that, there are 5 cities. Okay, so this is how you level up. You're not leveling as a conventional way, like you participate in a mission and you get experience, you fight somebody, you get experience. You're not doing like that. You are going to level up in this way. Okay, the more you level up, the more you capture city nodes, the more you level up, and the more you level up, the bigger your gang will become. The more you can recruit people and the bigger your gang will become. So here is the concept. You're capturing cities, that's good. And when you capture cities, the nodes have business points. Business points are like casino or dojo or like hotels, resorts, these sort of things. Okay, so these have business points. Each level will have different business points, and the higher the level, the more money you can earn from this. Okay, so simple. A player will have stats and whatever they want. The gang will have NPCs. NPCs have stats. Okay, your objective is to this. Objective is capture city nodes. If you capture city nodes, you get this. So once your objective is met, once you capture level 1, you will unlock some business points. These business points or business nodes, let's call them business nodes. Okay, so these business nodes like casino, dojo, hotels, resorts, a lot of things. I'll add more things later. So these business nodes will give you money. So you earn through business nodes. Okay, and you can invest that money back into the business to level it up. For example, casino. Okay, level 1. It gives you let's say $200 per hour. There will be a timer system in this game. I'm going to implement it. I'm going to show all of that, don't worry. So casino level 1 will give you $200 per hour. To upgrade this, you need upgrade cost is like let's say $1,500. So once you upgrade this to level 2, level 2 will give you around $250 per hour. Okay, like that. You also have to upgrade each and every business node to get more money. You can have multiple business nodes. You can buy multiple business nodes. You can have multiple business nodes. But remember this: to get these business nodes, to buy business nodes, you have to first of all capture that level. Let's say level 1 has dojo or hotels. Okay, to get the hotels, you first have to capture that level. Once you capture the level, then you can buy these businesses. So once you buy the businesses, then you can upgrade the business. This is how the levels will increase. So the higher the level, the better the income. At level 1 node, the income is like this. At level 3 node, the income will be even more. Okay, but to capture this node, you need better gang. Understand? You need higher damage, higher defense, higher health. You need better gang members. So if you want better gang members, you need to earn money. So to earn money, you need to have business nodes. Understood? So this is a completely management kind of sim. But this is a very interesting way. I'm thinking a lot of things, but I don't want to implement all of this in the first episode. I just want to add a lot of things as we go on. Okay, the level ups will be up to 15. You can level each and every business node up to 15. 15 will be the highest level for every business node. That's it. Next, where is the catch? You just earn money. That's it. You earn money, you buy your gang members, and that's it. That is the game. No, there is a catch. The catch is gang members have salaries. Okay, and business nodes have maintenance costs. So what is this maintenance cost? Salaries. How do we find that? So all of this I'm going to accumulate as upkeep. What is upkeep? Upkeep is kind of a, you can say, expenditure. Okay, you are earning from the business, but to maintain that business, you also have to invest some money. I mean, you also have to maintain the business by spending some money. So every hour you are getting 200, but there is an upkeep for this business which will be $50 per hour. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is, listen carefully, this is very interesting. Every hour you will get 200 from this level 1 business, and the upkeep is 50. As the level up goes, the upkeep also increases. It will increase by the same amount as the same thing. So it will become $55 per hour. Okay, so every business will give you money, but also requires some amount to maintain it. So final amount that you get from this business at level 1 is 200 minus 50, which is basically 150. So you are getting $150 per hour. Okay, so this is your income. This is how you calculate the income. The higher your level, the more income you get, the more upkeep you have to pay. The same way, gang members as well, you have to pay salaries. So these salaries are also calculated per hour. Or I'm thinking, let's say the salaries are calculated per day. Okay, this is per day, but this is per hour. So I'm just trying to find out some formulas and things like that, but I will work out on that later. I'm just writing out all the things that I am getting on my head. So as I said in the previous episode, turning a game from idea to prototype and then prototype to game. So I'm getting these ideas now. So I'm just writing it down. Okay, these are not the workable, this is not the final version, but this is just ideas that I'm getting. I'm thinking to add a lot of things. Maybe they will make it to the final version, maybe they won't. We don't know. But right now these ideas are in my head. Okay, so business nodes will have maintenance cost and gang members will have salaries. Combinedly, we call this as upkeep. So what is the upkeep? Salaries per day plus maintenance cost per hour. This is the upkeep. So how do we calculate this? I'm thinking, let's calculate this per day as well. Okay, how do I calculate per day? Easy. Every business requires, for example, this one is having 50, right? 50 per hour. How many hours per day? 24. So into 24, it will give some number, some X dollars per hour. That X dollars will be the maintenance cost per day. Sorry, this is for 24 hours, that means per day. Yeah, so if you multiply the 50 per hour into 24, you will get some number. That number will be the maintenance cost per day. So salaries plus that maintenance cost per day will be the upkeep that will be deducted from your bank. If you have the business, if you don't have a business, this part will be this part will be zero, but you still have to pay the salaries. Okay, so I think I can add a lot of things, but I just want to add a few things. One more thing here. Let's say there is a shop that sells items. What items? Items like a baseball bat, a knuckle duster, maybe a leather jerkin, or shoes, kneecap, those things. These things provide you small benefits. They don't give you large benefits like this one, like a gang benefits or something. They give you small benefits, like for example, the baseball bat will give you like 2 damage. Okay, so whatever the damage you have, it will add it to that damage, plus 2 damage. And maybe a jerkin will have like plus 5 defense, something like that. Okay, so these items can be bought, but they also have upkeep. So you also have to add the upkeep. You also have to add the maintenance cost for these items as well. Items cost, upkeep per day. So this is the upkeep that I am going to write in the code. Now this is not the final formula. I'm just thinking of this. Maybe I will remove that upkeep cost. I will think about that later. But this is the catch. So you have to maintain your upkeep, maintain your bank balance, and you also have to increase your gang. What happens if you run out of money? That's a good question. What happens, since everything is based on money here, everything is calculated based on money here, currency here. What happens if you run out of money? If you run out of money, okay, what happens? Well, I'm thinking like you will lose one or two gang members per day. Okay, so you will lose one or two gang members per day. Since they don't work for free, they will be losing per day. So this day is actually real-time day. That means one day in game equal to one day in real world. That means in our world. For example, right now it is 8 o'clock, almost 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. right? So 8 p.m. basically is like 20. Yeah, 20:00. So this will be the game time. This is equal to 20:00 real time. So the game will happen in real time. Understand? You will be getting all of these updates in real time. So I will be coding this mechanism as well. I'll show you how to do all of this thing in Unity. We have coroutines for this. Those who know threads in Java, I'll explain all of this. Okay, don't worry. So in Java we have threads concept which will handle these kind of background tasks. In Unity we have coroutines. Okay, so I'll show you how to code all of that. This is a series, so there will be individual videos for individual topics. This one is to explain you the concepts of this MobWars, the game, the inspiration where I got this, and the ideas that I'm going to implement in this game. Okay, if you have any confusion in this, you can ask in the comments. I will try to answer your comments as much as possible, as quickly as possible. I'll answer your questions as quickly as possible. And yeah, please remember this, I'm not a Unity dev, I'm not a Unity game dev, I'm just learning Unity as well. I made a few games, one or two games in the Unity in the past. That is all. That is the knowledge that I have. I'm still learning the new version. In this new version you have a lot of things here. For example, if you see, there is an input system actions. I'm learning how to use this. There are also rendering pipelines. There are a lot of things here. If you right click here, you will see a lot of things, like for example, in this you have animation. I'm still learning a lot of animations in this. Okay, I already know a few things about mono behavior and scriptable objects. I have shown you in the last program, scriptable objects. I'm still learning about shaders and shader graphs and all of that. And visual scripting. This is a very interesting one. I'm learning this right now. Okay, so as I can say, I'm not a like god level programmer or god tier programmer in Unity. I'm just learning it. So the more I learn, the more I can implement these things into your game. So this is to say that I'm not the pro in this. So if you have any like questions or doubts about this, please comment down. I will try to answer your questions as much as possible. Okay, next. So for now this is enough. I think we have a concept here, mob wars, we have a player, we have gangs, we have stats, we have objectives, results. Yeah, I think we basically did lots of things. Or okay, yeah, one more thing. Where is this? Yeah, to capture these things, we are going to fight. All of the fights, this is completely single player, so all of these are just NPCs, AI and NPC. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about socializing or having friends or anything. I'm not going to add any multiplayer right now. Maybe in the future games I will add multiplayer, but not this. This is just a single player concept. Okay, so in this, if you want to capture level 1, you will have an AI that you have to fight. They also have a gang. They also have some businesses that they carry on. They also control a few parts of the city, and you have to fight them to gain control of the city, of that level. Okay, so once you gain control of that level, few of the businesses will open for you. You can buy the business and you can manage it. Okay, and yeah, I think all of these are done. Let's start the code then. Yeah, so first of all, creating new project in Unity. I already made a project for you. It took some time, but I'm going to show you how to create a project. Okay, first you start with Unity Game Dev. Where is this? Unity Hub. So go to the Unity Hub. When you install Unity, you'll get this hub. Once you start the Unity Hub, you have a new project on top here. First you need is a Unity license. Okay, log into your Unity account, get a license. License I'm using is personal license. I can make videos, I can show the games to you, but I cannot like earn money from this license. If I make any money from this license, I have to buy updated license. Like I have to upgrade my status from personal to standard edition or something like that. Maybe gold version, something like that. There are lots of licensing things that I can make a separate video on that. For now, you can register as a student or as a freelancer and you can get a personal license. This is free. Personal license is free, but the remaining licenses are paid. You have to pay some royalty. Okay, there are some limitations for every licensing option. You can read the list in the licensing options. So once you do that, you can log in into the GitHub, and first thing you do is you go to installs. In the installs, you install editor. I already explained to you, download the LTS. Don't fall into this trap. There are a lot of things like supported, recommended, lot of things like this. Don't fall into this trap. Go to LTS. Go for LTS. I'm saying again. The reason I'm saying this again and again, because I have faced a lot of problems in the past. I downloaded this kind of recommended, not this, but some other version of recommended things, and the Unity will default itself to the LTS version. So I have to download the second version as well. So instead of doing that, just directly get the LTS version first. Go for the LTS version, install this, and once you install that, then you go to this manage, add modules. Okay, in this add modules, you add Android build support. I already installed it, so this is already installed, but if you don't have, you can have a tick like this. Just tick it and it will show you how much required space and how much available and all that. Once you do next, it will install. Okay, once you click install, it will install. I don't have iOS account, so I don't want this. I can just take it off. So install the Android build first. But Android build will take some time. It is totally 2 GB, 2.9 GB something. So it will take some time, and once you install it, you can go back here and you will see Android tag. Okay, you can see here, this is Windows plus Android, both. So why I'm doing this? Because I want to use this editor to create both Windows games as well as Android games. Okay, I can work on both Windows and Android simultaneously or individually. I can change the build according to the requirement. Okay, if you want to add iOS, you need to have Apple ID. I don't have an Apple ID, so I don't want to use that. So once you install this, go to projects, new project. So this is the latest version loading page. In this, you can see here, this is the versions I told you. This is where it will default itself to LTS automatically. If you don't have this default, then directly it will install it and then it will load the game. It will take a lot of time. Okay, so go for the LTS predefinedly. So choose your version here. If you want an older version, go for this, or if you want a newer version, you can go for this. 6.0. Okay, so 6000.0.50 f. This one is the newest version, Unity 6. This editor has all the latest updates that you need in the game. Okay, so once you select the editor version, go to core. Don't go for all these things. These are samples and all these things. There are so many things on the side, but don't go for that. Go for core. Core is the main thing that you need right now. Okay, go to core, get one second. So go to core, get to universal 2D. Universal 2D, because I'm making on 2D. Next is universal 3D. 3D, we don't need 3D right now. I'm just going for 2D. So universal 2D. Go for universal 2D. This is the Apple license I told you. The license I'm using here is this. This is unique for every user. This license has no significance. This is just like you can say this is a free license. Okay, then you have project name. Give the project name. Let's say demo 1, and be very clear about this symbol. Let me show you. Be very clear about this symbol. This is a cloud symbol. Don't fall for this trap again. There are so many traps in Unity right now, so don't fall for this. This cloud symbol basically means you are uploading your entire project directly into cloud. It will take a lot of time to update the project if this happens. How to change this? Go down, create local new project. Instead of cloud, you save the file directly in your PC. Okay, in the later versions, for example, once you want to upload into cloud, then you can choose it from the versions later on. Right now we don't need this. Okay, if you want to upload this later into the cloud, you have the option in the Unity Hub. Don't worry. Right now you are just making everything in your laptop or in your PC, but once you build everything, once you want to upload into cloud, you have an option. Don't worry for that. Okay, select this one. Where do you select this? You select it at the bottom here, create new local project. So once you select this symbol will change. So once the symbol changed, you can select the location. Don't use this version control. We don't want the version control right now. This is for the cloud storage, not the PC storage. Then create project. Okay, so once you create project, a project will be created. Where is that? Yeah, like this. As I said, if you want to upload this into cloud, you have the option here, connect to Unity Cloud. Right now it is already opened, so I can't use this. The second one is already in the cloud. It is already in the cloud. I can disconnect this. For example, disconnect from Unity Cloud. If I click this, it disconnects. Right? So you have the option in the Unity Hub. Don't worry about cloud and everything right now. Just make your project in the PC itself, and later on you can upload this. Okay, this is done. This is the setup part. The next setup is your phone. How to set up your phone. So in this, I'm going to create the game as a UI game. Everything will be based on the UI, based on mobile phones. So how do I do that? First of all, you can set the camera. You can change the projections and everything. But instead of doing all that, I'll go directly into canvas. UI, canvas. Okay, right click on the hierarchy, go to UI. Where is this? UI, canvas. This one. So once you click on canvas, a new canvas is created. Okay, this one. So why is it like this? It is like this because in the simulator, I changed it to a phone. How do I change it? Go to here. This is the default. This is the default game view. Change it to simulator and in the simulator version you can select any phone that is close to your phone. For example, Huawei Pro 40. This is a big bezel-less screen. If you want a little bit bezel, you can go for Pixel 5 like this. Okay, my phone is close to this layout, 6 inches layout. This is not the actual phone that I'm using, but the layout is similar. Okay, so I'm using this. Now once this is done, you can go back to the scene, and this is like this. Now in the canvas, how do we change the entire game view from game view to simulator view? How do we load the UI in the simulator view? To do that, go to the canvas. Okay, I have to magnify here. See, in the canvas properties, you have this UI scalar. Change this to screen size. The screen size of the phones are actually 1080 by 1920. This is portrait size. If you want landscape, just reverse the numbers. 1920 by 1080. This is landscape mode. Okay, this is the 1920 by 1080p. If you want portrait mode, 1080 by 1920. This is portrait mode. If you want landscape, just reverse the numbers. Next, match width and height. Match width and height, you need 0.5 so that it will be exactly in the middle. And that's it. You don't need anything else. You can just use this. Yeah, that's it. So two options. One is scale screen size and the resolution. Okay, and then you add the 0.5 here. This will set the entire UI into this simulator. Now whatever I make, it will be exactly in this simulator. Okay, let me show you this. If I add a like UI element, let's say I want to add a button. So I added a button. The button is shown here. This needs TM Pro Essentials. It's all right. Let's import the assets. This is only once. We don't need the import multiple times, just only once. Since it is a new project, I have to import it once. So once it is done, we don't need this anymore. Just close it. So now it is done. So this is the button. If you want to see it in the scene mode, this is the button. So button is here. Why is it so small? Because it is actually the button is actually sized to a very small pixel size. Let's increase the size. Go here, press Shift Alt. Shift Alt. Okay, if you click this, it will be stretched to the entire screen. I don't want that. I want only the button in the center of the screen, but little bit more width. Let's say 500 and 150. Okay, so this is our button. Go to simulator, you will see the button here. But text is very small. Where is the text? Text is there. Let me show you. See, this is very small text. Let's improve the text. Let's make it bigger. So go to button, text. Okay, in here you have you can give a size like this, 50 or something, or you can also use auto size. Up to you. It's up to you. I'm just giving 50, some bold, or let's give 60 bold. Okay, now if you go to simulator, you can see the button here. You can play it and it will load. Okay, this step takes time a lot. This actually takes time. Yeah, there is a forum that I visited in which they said that the new version is actually using more assets than the old version. So this step actually takes time. There is no fix for this unless you have a better computer and better PC or build system. Fine. So here is the play mode. In the play mode, you can actually see the button is clicked, but nothing is happening because I didn't say anything. So button is just clicking. Can you see it? The button is actually clicking. Okay, but nothing is happening because I didn't say anything to happen here. I didn't say where is that? Yeah, here on click. I didn't say anything to happen in the on click. So right now the button is just a empty image. Okay, so this is how you can change the canvas into your phone simulator. Now this is fine. This simulator is fine. But what if I want to show it in my phone, or if I want to use my phone as a test bench? Okay, what I'm talking about. Maybe some people have heard about this, and for those who are new about it, new to this concept, let me teach you something. This is called USB debugging. If you have heard about it, it's fine. If you didn't, then this is the very interesting thing. USB debugging. What is this concept? Well, in Android, when you are building your apps, you can actually run your app directly in your phone. You can use your phone as a simulator, your physical phone as a simulator, or you can use your tablet as a simulator, or maybe you have a BlueStacks. You have a software called BlueStacks. If you have heard about that, it's a emulator software. Okay, it's an Android emulator. You can also run your app in this BlueStacks. You can use these things as simulator instead of the Unity simulator, this one. So you can use your phone as a simulator. How to do that? How do we connect the phone to our Unity? How do I execute the phone in my Unity? Well, to do this, you need to have a little bit of knowledge about debugging, USB debugging and all. If you don't have the knowledge, then I'll show you. First of all, follow these steps very clearly, okay? In Android, go to settings. I'm going to number this so that you can understand the step-by-step order. First of all, go to settings. Okay, open settings. Then you scroll down and go to about phone. This is an option in your phone. If you go to settings, scroll down and you will see about phone options. Go to that. In the about phone, you will see a lot of options in this. You will see about the phone, software, hardware and everything. In those options, go to go to software information. I'm actually looking at my phone right now. The options are showing here. So go to the software information. This option will show you all the info about your Android version, kernel, build, any security updates and all of that. All the version information will be shown in this software option. Inside this, you will find build number. Okay, you will find build number. What will we do with this build number? Well, you don't need to do anything. Just click on it 7 times. Why? This will activate developer options. This will activate developer options. So if you click the build number 7, developer is already okay. Developer is already activate here. So developer options. So developer options basically turns your phone into a dev mode. In dev mode, you can use your phone in dev mode. There is no problem in that. The only thing you can do extra is you can use your phone as a test bench. As a test bench. What is a test bench? Test bench basically means a device that can be used to test apps. If you have an old phone, you can try this, or if you want to use your own phone, this is also fine. Once you finish building the app, you can also just go to the developer options and tick it off. There is no problem in that. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so once you start the developer options, this will activate developer options. But before this step, you have to enter a password. You have to set up a password to activate developer options. Every time you do the same thing, every time you click on the build number, it will ask for the password. So if you forget it, please write it down somewhere. If you forget it, it will be a problem. So you have to activate the developer options. You have to like enter a password and then you have to activate the developer options. So once you have the options, what happens? Now go back 2 times, and below the about phone option, you will see developer options. We will now have developer options. So now you have developer options. What will we do now? Well, this option is very important. This is the thing that will convert your phone into a test bench. So once you activated the options, now comes the next thing. This is very important. You have to do this in the same order. Okay, how to deactivate? How to deactivate? Just simply go to developer options and switch it off. Simple. There is a switch off. Just switch it off and it will off, and your phone will turn back to consumer mode. So the developer mode is for developer options. Sorry, developer options for developer mode. Once you switch it off, it will turn back to consumer mode. Even if it is on, there is no problem. Nothing will happen. If it is on, you will get a notification saying whenever you connect a USB device, it will say that developer options are on. Please switch it off. There is no problem in that. Okay, don't panic. Don't worry. Once you do this, once you want to deactivate it, just go to the options and switch it off. Nothing happens. Everything is normal. Now in the options, in the developer options, there are 3 things that you should do. The first thing you should do is switch on stay awake on, while charging. Switch it on. Why? Because this will prevent your app from sleeping on. That means sometimes you know that if you don't do any activity in your phone will automatically lock itself. This will prevent it. Why should we need this? So that we don't have to unlock it again and again and again. Okay, while in the middle of the debugging, you might be in a different state of mind. So you don't want that kind of disturbance to happen. So switch it on. It will stay awake. It will be dimmed, but it will stay awake. Okay. The next option that you need, switch on. This is the very important option. You have to scroll down and you will see the option. Switch on USB debugging. This is the option that is very important. This option will enable debugging mode in your phone. When you connect to Unity, it will ask you to switch on the mode, and once you switch it on, it will ask you to allow debugging. Once you click allow, now your phone can be connected to the Unity. You can use it as a simulator or test bench. Okay, so this is the option, turn on. Then one more option which is not covered by many, but I have faced a lot of trouble in the past. I have wasted many hours because this option was never under my radar, but I have learned my lesson. So I'm telling you, there is an option called verify apps over USB. Turn it off. Why is this, or what is this concept? Well, in Android 9 and above versions, this is a fail safe. Fail safe. What does it do? Well, this option was not in Android 8. In Android 9, I think in Nougat, I think Android 9 plus, that means above Android 9 versions, you have this option. What is this option doing here? This option is there to prevent any malicious apps from installing into your device. What do I mean by malicious apps? Well, when you are making apps, you need to have a key store ID. I'll show you that. What is a key store ID? I'll show you that. Okay, so this ID basically stores the information of the developer or company name or address and all that, as well as your email ID. So these three will be stored in the ID: developer name, company name, and email ID. So these three will be stored in the key store ID. Once you apply the key store ID, your app can be installed into any device. But since we are not having any key store ID in Unity or in any other versions of Android, we don't have any key store ID right now. Right now I don't have any key store ID. This key store ID can be made privately or can be bought from Google. If you have a Google account, you can Google account in the sense Play Store account. Okay, if you have a Google Play Store account, the Google Play Store will give you the key store ID. So you can use that ID, or you can also make the ID on your own. It's a private ID, local ID. So you can use a local ID or a global ID. But if you use an ID, you can install the app in your phone and it will run. Since we don't have this, you need to switch off this option. Okay, in the future, once you have it, you don't need to switch off the option. Keep it on. Okay, in the future, once you have this key store ID, you can keep it on. Understood? But right now we don't have it, so I am switching it off. This is a fail-safe mechanism. Nothing malicious is going into your phone right now. Unity is trusted. Unless you are installing something on your own, it won't install anything. So don't worry. Okay. Next, I have seen people asking me, if we use our own phone as a test bench, it might fail, it might crash. Well, apps crash. That's correct. App will crash, but the report will be sent to the Unity console here. It will be shown in the Unity console. And since the phone is in dev mode, even though the app is crashed, the phone will not have any problems. The phone will just go back to its default location, default settings. Okay, so no problem with that that concept of crashing apps or anything. Don't worry. If you have a problem with that kind of, or if you're worried about that, use any other phone that you have, or maybe any old version or any second-hand phone that you can buy off the market. You can use that. Okay, if you're worried about that. But don't worry, everything is completely safe here. I have worked on this concept for many years, so trust me. Okay, so this is the thing that you need to switch on the USB debugging. This is the first part. What is the second part? Second part is, you go to Google Play Store and download, okay, download, sorry, the app. What app? Unity Remote 5 app. This app is available in the Play Store. Let me see if I can show it to you. play.google.com. In this, you have like, where is that? Unity Remote 5. Yeah, this app. So download this app into your phone. Okay, you can see it here. Connect this device with a USB cable and it will play. So you have to add this thing into the Unity. I'll show it to you, don't worry. So download this into your phone. So once this is on in your phone, then you can use your phone as your workbench. So that is the second part. The first part is switch on this and go to the settings, switch on the developer options. In the developer options, do these things. Since right now we don't have a key store ID, just switch this off and don't touch anything else. Wait, there are so many options in that. Don't touch anything else. Only do these things. These three things are enough. Stay awake while charging. Switch it on. USB debugging, switch on, and verify apps over USB, switch off for now. Later on, once you add key store ID, or you can also like make your own local key store ID, then you can keep it off. Sorry, keep it on. Okay, right now it is off. So then go to Google Play Store. This is the second part. Download Unity Remote 5 app. Just now I showed you this one. Download this app. So once you download this app, then what? Now connect your phone through the USB. Let's connect it. I am using my phone, so let me connect this to the system that I am using right now. Okay, phone connected. Right. So now it will ask me to allow. You can see here there is a thing here, Galaxy M30. So there is a thing, device ID, please debug authorization reconnect. So once I click allow, now it is ready to use. Okay, now it is ready to use. So what should I do now? I have to connect your phone through a USB, allow debugging, and then the first step, second step, and now open Unity Remote app and press play in the editor. That's it. So let's open Unity Remote app in my phone, and yeah, it is playing. So now I go to edit. There is an option you have to change here. Go to the project settings. Okay, in the project settings there are so many settings here, so many things here. Go to editor and change the device to any Android device. Okay, that's it. So now we run the code. Now this will open up in my phone. You will see that the button will be pressed, but I'm not touching the button in the editor. I'll touch the button in the phone. Okay, I can't show you the phone right now because the phone is connected separately, but you will see what I'm doing on the phone. Let me see. This is taking some time. Yeah, so now this is ready. All right, editor to test. This is not working. Oh, one second. I forgot to change the actual thing. Go to project settings, layer, this here, no, wait. I actually forgot to change the, I actually forgot to change the actual project from Mac. You can see the top, Mac, Windows, Linux. I forgot to change the project to Android. Let me go here. General, I think. No. Okay. Let's try build profiles. Yeah, here it is. So what to do here is, before I forgot to change everything. On top you can see Windows, Mac, Linux. What do I mean by this? This is the version that I am working on. I'm working on a Windows, Mac, Linux, that means a PC version game. This won't run in Android. You have to change the build version. So where do you do this? You do it in the file editor here, file, build profiles. So go to the build profiles and change it to Android. You can see this active tag. Go to Android and switch platform. So once you click switch platform, it will switch the platform from Windows, Linux and this to Android. Now it is Android. It will take some time. Let's wait for that. Okay. I hope it does quickly. Yeah. One more thing. When you are working on a game, try to write the code as logically as possible. Okay. Don't think about the schematics like patterns or like efficiency or like that. If it is your project, if it is your pilot project, or pilot project basically means your first project, or maybe you're just new to the programmer, try to write the program as you like at first, but once you gain more experience, try to learn game patterns or design patterns. We have this concept called design patterns, code design patterns. This concept is mostly explained in C++ topics. There they explain you how to write code in an efficient way. What do they mean? They mean you can write the code in any way you like. For example, I'm writing a code like this. A equal to 10 and B equal to 20 and C equal to A plus B. This is a simple way. Okay, but what if you want a function for this, or method that can add everything? So you need a function one, and in that you will write like this, return A plus B. Okay, so in this you have A comma B, so you enter the values like this. Function 1 10 comma 20. This will print the answer 30. Simple. This is a simple program. But what if you want to write classes, objects, object-oriented programming? So in that case, you need to actually utilize a lot of design patterns. This is simple C++ program, but if you want to use object-oriented programming, object-oriented concepts, then you need to have design patterns. You need to learn that in the future. Okay, since it is your first program, or if this is your first entry into Unity or into game dev, then any program is fine. Any program is just fine. Just make something. Okay, make something, start doing some projects. At least make 1 or 2 games, small games, not big ones, small ones, just like what I'm doing right now. This is a small game, not a big one. So once you finish this game, then you have good idea of what you are doing and what you should do and shouldn't do. Then you can start learning coding patterns, design patterns, optimal way of handling errors, exception handling, and all that. Understand? Try to make programs, try to write programs, try to like finish games as much as possible. How far did we go? Okay, this is almost there. Let's wait for some time. This takes time. This actually takes time. I forgot to do this previously, but yeah, this is fine. So this option is in file. Go to file, build profiles. So once you click build profiles, you will have this option. In the Windows, this is right now, it is in Windows, default Windows. Change it to Android. Okay, you can also add web as well. Right now I have seen nowadays this type of programming is more popular. If you have heard about Node.js or React Native, those kind of things are more popular nowadays. So if you want to like make apps for web, you can also use web module the same way that I showed you. Go to the installs and add modules. You scroll down, you will have web. You know, you can also make PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 games here. There is also Vision OS. Vision OS is like it's like this one. What do you call this? VR. Okay, there are a lot of things you can do in Unity. You can also make VR apps. Vision OS, iOS, Linux server, Mac server, Windows server. We don't go for server side programming. I think we don't go that deep in Unity, but it is provided. Yeah, there are a lot of things here. Okay, let's see if it is once it's done finishing. Once it is done, I'll show you how to execute this. God, this takes time. Okay, so let me explain the concepts once again. Let's see what we have learned till now. Okay, first of all, this is a game design document, just a game design document, nothing else, just ideas. Okay, just a bunch of ideas. Now I showed you how to make your or how to use your phone or your smartphone as a test bench. To do that, you should do these options. You should go through these options. If you want to deactivate it, just tick all of these, change all of these things. Turn this on, turn this off, turn this off, then go and turn the developer options off. Easy. Or just simply just click it off. No problems. All of these will be inside dev mode. So once the dev mode is off, nothing will happen here. Okay, all of this won't be in effect. Once this is off, all of this won't be in effect. So in the future, if you want to change any of these, you can work with this. And don't touch any other options in there, because dev mode actually opens up the software in your system, I mean in your phone. So if anything goes wrong in there, your phone might malfunction. So please keep it in mind. Don't change any other option. Okay, so once we have this, In the future, I'll show you how to acquire a key store ID. Not right now. This is just a setup concept. So in the setup, we have this 3 options. Then go to Play Store. Download Unity Remote 5 app in your phone, not in your system, in your phone. So once you did that, connect your phone through USB, allow debugging, and open remote app and press play in the editor. So go to the system Unity. Let's see how far it is going. Still going. Okay. All right. So this is done. Build and run build to device are disabled for querying for Android devices, because I am using an Android device. I'm using a real device. So now it is working. Okay. Now this is working. So now the entire project is turned to Android. You can see previously it was Windows, Mac, Linux. Now it is only Android on top here. Project 1 sample scene Android. Okay. So we don't need to change any of this. Later on I'll show you how to change these options. Not now. Let's just close. Now we changed the editor project settings. We changed the editor to run on any Android device. So go to any Android device, close this and click run. Now it should show in my phone. Let's see. Yeah, it is showing in my phone. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in my phone. Okay, just zoom in to show you. So right now, if I touch the button, it looks like this. It flickers. Okay, now I'm moving the cursor out of the phone and I'm going to show you that I'm actually using my phone to touch the button. You can see the cursor is blinking. The cursor is blinking, the button is blinking or flickering because I am touching it in the real phone. The layout is exactly the same in my phone right now. So I'm just touching it. Right? You can also add a lot of things. But this is just a test to show you that your phone actually works as a device. Okay. Now the scene. Okay. Now the scene is back. This is our canvas. You see the canvas settings. Okay. You see the canvas settings here. Go down in the scalar version. Click this screen size. Change the screen size to 1080 by 1920. This will be the portrait size. If you want landscape, just change it to 1920 by 1080. Okay, go to the simulator, turn it on the side, and now you have a landscape mode. So you have a landscape mode. Now the button will also execute in landscape mode. Let me show you that. Okay, go to the simulator and the button is actually working. You can see I remove the mouse pointer from there and it is actually blinking, right? But there is a problem. The problem is my phone is still showing in portrait. Even though the simulator is showing in landscape, the phone is still showing in portrait. Why is that? Because I forgot to change an option. Let me show you that option. Okay, where is that? First go to edit, project settings. Oh, sorry. I think project settings. player, yeah, edit project settings. Inside that, go to player. Okay, in the player you have your company name. My company name I'm just giving as com.suman.game or something like that. Let's say Suman Co. Okay, so product name, project 1, I'm saying as game 1, version, icon. This icon will be the device, app icon that you see on the device. So you can select it here, and if you have an icon, I don't have any icon right now. If you have an icon, you can just tick it here. And this will be the icon for your phone. Okay. Right now I don't have any icon, so let's click it none. None is selected. Now at the bottom you see there are two tabs. One is for the Windows, Mac, Linux. The second one is for the Android. Go to the Android tab and there will be these options: icon, resolution, splash image, and all of that. I'll explain all these options in the next video. For now, go to the resolution and presentation. Okay, here you have render outside safe area. Tick it off. I'll show you what it is. Tick it off. Then go down and you will see default orientation. My default orientation is portrait. This is portrait. If you want a default orientation to be landscape, you can go landscape left or landscape right. Okay, so default orientation can be landscape left or landscape right if you want it. If you don't want it, just put portrait. Right now my app is in portrait, so I'm using portrait. If I change it to landscape left, for example, now my default orientation is landscape left. That means as soon as the program starts, the program orientation is landscape left. Understood? So as soon as the program starts, as soon as the app launches, it will be in landscape left orientation. If I selected landscape right, it will be in right orientation. What is landscape left and what is landscape right? It is basically landscape modes. You can flip your phone left and right and you can see the app will automatically flip left or right, upside down, like that. Okay, if you start making games, you will learn all of this. Right now we don't want that, just want portrait. It will be in auto rotation. Don't use that. Use portrait. Okay, two things. First of all, go to the edit project settings, player, go to Android version, click on resolution and presentation. Inside this we have two things. First thing is render outside safe area, tick it off. We don't want that. I'll show you what it is. Then default orientation, portrait, auto rotation to portrait. Okay, once you do these two, you can close this. That's it. So what is safe area? Safe area is the area where you can actually see your game. For example, this bezel on top, right? There is a camera, there are a lot of IR cameras and everything. Speakerphone is also here. So this part is wasted. If I load something in this area, I won't be able to see it if my button is inside that thing. For example, I go to the scene and I move the button. Let's say, where is it? Button. Okay, I moved it here. I want the button to be in the center, middle center, top center. Okay, can you see it? I want the button to be on top center. But if I go to simulator, you can see the button is actually overlapping, right? So this is what we call as safe area. We don't want this thing to happen. So we can click on the safe area and we will see which part is excluded and which part is included. So now, since I ticked it off, go to the project settings. Since I ticked it off, it won't render in that area. It will render below the marked area. You can see it won't render here, it will render here. Let me show you that. I'll just keep it there and I'll play. See where it goes. Okay, keep this keep an eye on this button position. See where it goes. Okay, in my phone it is showing properly. Here it is not showing properly. Let's go back and forward once again. Okay, it is not showing properly. Maybe I didn't put it properly. Okay, I didn't anchor it properly. All right, let's anchor it properly. What is an anchor? Anchor basically means the position of this button. So right now it is anchored at the center of the screen. I have to anchor it on top part. So how do we do this? You click Alt and you click it here. Okay, this will position it to the top center. So now the top center is here. You can see the button is into the bezel. So let's see where it goes now. In my phone it is showing properly, but here it is not showing properly. Let's see where it renders. I hope it renders properly. Nah, it's not rendering properly still. Okay, I'll find the option what's going wrong in the next video. For now, this is it for now. We will see all of this anchoring and how do we do this, why do we do this, and all of that in the next video. Okay, this video is already getting too long. Let's not make it lengthy. This video is about this part is about showing you the setup, how to set up your Android device and everything. So let's keep it to this. Next video I'll show you how to anchor these components, what components we can use, what things we can actually show in the game, what things we can't show. We'll see all of that. Okay, so this is it for now. I hope you learned something new. Thank you.